In this program, we are going to check whether a number is entered by the user is a even or odd. Well, we use the modulo operator. We know operator. I discussed later on the flowchart. The program begins here, represented by a rounded rectangle or terminal in the flowchart. It indicates the entry point of the logic. And the next, going on to the input number. So the user is prompted to enter a integer value. This step is shown using a parallelogram. Input or output purpose we are using. The input number is stored in a variable on num. Okay, we can discuss on that. The number is stored in a variable, typically num. And coming to this is the decision. Okay, in this decision, this is the decision making steps showing as a diamond decision node. The percentile operator you are showing this. So operator, it's a modular. Okay, what you saying? Module checks the remainder when the number is divisible by 2. Two possible outcomes are there. So one is the S. You can see here, one is the S and another one is the no. Okay. Yes, when you are S, if remainder is 0, okay, if the remainder is 0, it is an even number. No, if remainder is not 0, it is an odd number. So like this way, these two conditions are will be working on this. And next output are print event statements. So coming to that, if the condition is true, we print even number on the screen. Okay, and then this, and so see here, this parallelogram in the flowchart represent the output action. Okay, and coming to the, if the condition is true, false, we print if the condition is false, we print the, what we are printing the odd number. This parallelogram in the flowchart represent the output action. Similarly, now coming to the odd one and even one, we can discuss how end the program. Coming to that, if any one of the condition will be true, we have either true or false based on that. The program finished here, another rounded rectangle. Terminator, we call this as terminator. This is also a terminator, but we are using the input purpose, starting of the program. Now here we are using the ending of the program. Another rounded rectangle terminal that makes the end of the logic. So think of the like checking if you and your friends are split a pizza evenly. If these slices can be divided without leftover, it's even common. So if there one lonely slice left, it's odd and probably yours because of we fight on that. In this program, we are going to check whether a number is entered by the user is a even or odd. Well, we use the modulo operator. We know operator. I discussed later on the flowchart also. If you don't know, no problem. I can explain again in this problem when you are solving this. So, if else condition and Java scanner class for input. Okay, this is the first. And go on the code breaking line by line. I can explore. So, first of all, I am using we import this scanner class. So from java.it to take input from the user through the keyboard. And next, class definition. So in this class define what I am doing. So even class, okay, even or odd class I am taking. We define a class named even odd. In Java, every program must have at least one class. So this one, that's why I am making the even odd is a class. And the next, going to the main method class object. Okay, now this is the main method and class object I am taking. So we create a scanner object. Okay, I'm created a scanner object. In that scanner object named as SC, what I am taking, named as SC to read the user input. Then we prompt the user to enter a number. You already know every Java programmer, every basic learner, so we can know this small concepts and read the user input. So if the number is again, okay, hit the, this is the given to the keyboard purpose, we read on that. And what I am doing, so reading the number. So we store the number. Okay, we read the number entered by the user and store a number called num. Okay, the scanner class is pop-up giving a prompt, and in that user what provided, we store that value in this here. Okay, this is the process. Now go on to the if else condition. Now we come the logic part. Okay, now we are coming to the logic part. We check num is divisible by 2. Okay, what I'm just writing. So let's see, num divisible by 2. Wait a second, non divisible by 2 equal to 0. Okay, equal to 0. It comes to the even. Okay, it's come on even. Okay, if the number, okay, if the number is modulo by 2, Okay, modulo by 2, not equal to or equal to 1. Okay, this both conditions are satisfied. Okay, equal to this is the come from the odd one. Okay, how we are this way we can write the code. Even number comes in pairs like a like a socks or odd events. So like even numbers are comes like a your headsets. So both two are sound boxes like this way. So we write the part of the code. Okay, I'm writing the code. So I'm opening the conditions. We know the conditions. I'm writing the if condition here, and in that if condition, I am using this condition. Okay, when one num modulo operator divisible by 2 equal to 0, it comes on the value of the event. In the else condition, we can ignore this value. Okay, we can ignore, or you can also write. Okay, I'm ignoring this because of the I'm following the syntax purpose here. Okay, I'm just ignoring and see the output how will it be displayed. Okay, let's go into that. I'm again using the parenthesis. Okay, in the parenthesis, sorry, braces, not a parenthesis. System dot, okay, system dot out dot print or println. Those two statements will be work very well. Okay, this is the odd number. This is odd number. Okay, everything is okay, and every statement will must and should close with semicolon. And the next word, if the number is not divisible by 2, it comes to the else part. On that else part, what we are doing? So simply, it's a odd number. So you are clearly observed what I am writing here, odd written. So it's a wrong, it's a even. Okay, it's a even. And coming to the odd ones, so else, simply write else and comes here in that same similar way, write this format and just copying this and pasting here. So just simply change the value here. So goes to the odd one. Okay, let's check this how it will be working on that. So simply I am giving the 4. Wait a second, I am running the program. Everything will be well structured program here. So it's prompted to us. So right, enter a number. I am giving the number is the 4. So let's check what is the 4. What's happening? Yeah, see here, this is the even number. Again, we are giving to the another number. Okay. Mm, now this time we are checking to the odd one. Okay, I'm giving to the 7. Let's see this. This is the 7. So you can experiment on very big numbers. Okay, let's see. I'm giving to the very big number this time. Yeah, we can check on this. Some is something input mismatches exploitations. Okay. Uh, we try to run the small numbers because of we are not completely compactly writing the code. Okay, this is the way. Okay, 45. And giving the this is the odd number. Try it with different inputs like 0, -5 or 1001. Java doesn't discriminate. It checks them all. Okay, Java doesn't discriminate. It checks all. These programs help you understanding the use of conditions of the modulo operator and taking input from the user. It's a beginner friendly problem but forms the base from more complex logic ahead.